Well, good morning and thanks for watching. Today we're going to do something that I don't think anybody enjoys doing. It's Saturday, June the 1st, and it's hay season. Harold, a friend of mine that cuts hay around the area, called a couple days ago and said he's going to be baling today. He got, I don't know, 5 or 6 little fields within a mile and a half of me right around here that he cuts, which is real convenient. So I told him what I wanted to do, instead of trying to get a big load at one time, was every time he cuts, just come get a few bales. And wouldn't you know it, my grandson left this morning for vacation. So neither's gonna drive the truck. I'm gonna be on the trailer. And Harold said he believed he'd have somebody down there to help throw a few bales on the trailer. So I came in here, let me show you. We had 5 square bales left from last year, so I stacked them over here out of the way. So we're gonna start right here on that pallet and come this direction, stack them up as high as we can. Now that one round bale right there, it's been sitting there probably 7 years or more. That's where the cats stay. They get up there and get away from the dog, and we feed them up there on top of it. Got one here, one over there in the other barn. Places we feed them. So we're going to get some square bales. Now let's talk hay for a minute. Here up to a few years ago, I tried to feed just all round bales. And the reason for that, it's just more convenient. I mean, trying to get people to help you load square bales now, it's almost impossible. Nobody wants to do it. And feeding round bales is a lot more convenient. But I started getting into goats, and it is real hard to feed round bales to goats. Unless you build some kind of special feeder that's up off the ground. Excuse me. And got a way to put it up in there where they can just pick at it, because if you try to feed them in a regular ring feeder, they will crawl all over that bale, pee and poop on it, and just ruin that bale. So last year what I did is I had like 100 square bales and 16 round bales. That worked pretty good for me. Fed the square bales to the goats, round bales to the cows. And every now and then, when the weather was bad, if the cows were out, I'd throw them a square bale. And what I found, that there's just a lot of waste in the round bales if you have a lot of bad weather. So what I'm going to try to do this year is I'm going to try to put up like 250 square bales, because I'm around here and I like feeding square bales. That way when I go out to feed them, it makes me put my eye on the cows and the goats every day. And I've got a feeder, little V feeder I built. I have 2x4 panels that I feed the goats in. Let me walk around here and I'll show it to you. So I really enjoy feeding the square bales better, but it's a whole lot easier handling the round bales. See, there's a little feeder right there I built. I feed the goats in. It works out great. It's under that shed right here. Another problem I have is I don't have a front end loader on my tractor. I've got that little Stinger spear that I stick them with and feed them. But the problem comes is when you're trying to store them, I can't stack them 2 or 3 high. I just don't have a way to do it. So if you just stack them one on with none on top of them, it just takes up too much space. So like I say, I told Harold what I want to do is come get, I don't know, 30, 40 bales every time he cuts. And try not to wear myself out. So that's what we're going to get into just in a little while. So I'll see you in the hayfield. Well, we're off to a good start. Got 116 bales put in the barn. Some good fescue hay. And that's what we grow around here. So 116 bales. My goal is to put about 250 in the barn. So there's some more people came in and getting the rest of the field that's cutting today. Talking about rain the first of the week. And he'll be cutting the next field right beside this one next week, probably the end of next week, because they're calling for some rain first of the week. So we're going to try to get another 100, 140 bales in the next week if things work out. So that's off a good start. Now I'm tired. I had a fine young man, 22 years old, helping me. Anita drove the truck. Me and him did the stacking, and he did a lot more stacking than I did. A lot of good help. Appreciate Austin. All right, that's all we're going to do today. Well, welcome back. Thanks for watching. It is Monday late morning. Kind of taking my time to get going this morning. We had a shower to roll through about daybreak, so waiting for it to dry out a little bit. They're calling for some more showers this afternoon. And you saw we got a few bales in the barn on Saturday. I'm glad to have that done because we had a shower to roll through yesterday morning, today. Talking about showers this afternoon, tomorrow. Calling for some heavy rains coming through on Wednesday. So we'll be having some rain next few days, so we'll get done what we can do. In the meantime, what we're going to do right now, we need to move those cows up a notch. Need to move them to some fresh pasture. So we're going to go put up a temporary, put them on some fresh grass, and take a look at the cows. So come on along with me. Well, there you go. We got some temporary up, run down through there. Now let's go over there and let the cows out. Man, I love these temporary fences. They're just a cinch to put up and down. Electric fence is the way to go. Let's go move the cows over and take a look at them. Well, here are the cows. They're just out here laying under the tree in the shade. They've got their belly full. There's a little calf, a little bull calf. I'm gonna make a steer out of him before long. As you can see, those cows are just fat as ticks. They still got plenty of grass here, but I like moving them to fresh grass. It's better for the cows and it's better for the grass. But they're not a bit hungry. They'll get up and mosey on over there in just a little while. They're just laying here chewing the cud. And you may look and say, boy, you need to bush hog that pasture. Well, you're right, I do and I am. But I'm waiting for these seed head to head out. As you can see, there's just billions and billions of seeds out here. And I'm gonna wait for them to head out and fall over and reseed. And you know, if just a small fraction of 1% germinates and comes up, that'll be a lot of new grass. So after it heads out, we're gonna clip the pasture. But right now, we're gonna let the cows just lay here and relax. And I tell you what, let's take a look at the goats while we're out. We hadn't seen them in a while. Well, before we go look at the goats, one more thing I want to show you. The blueberries are starting to come in. We picked a mess the other day and need to pick some more, because they're starting to put on and produce. Just loaded up with blueberries. And one more thing, let me show you. I don't know if you can see that reel right up there. That's what we moved our temporary. But if you can see down in there, what I like to do, excuse me, that blueberry got stuck in my throat, is I like to come on the inside of my fence with my lawnmower during grass cutting season and keep it cut back a little bit to the inside. I just think it looks really nice. Keep everything cut, weed eated. I like for things to look nice. So we got a lot of pasture down through there. We're gonna work our cows toward the road just a little bit at a time. All right, let's go look at the goats now. Well, no sooner did I get back around here, and here come the cows. They figured out that I took that fence down and moved them up a notch. So here they come. There comes Junior too. But here are some of the goats. Look at those babies. They are growing, aren't they? We sure got some good babies and a lot of color this year. And they are doing real well. Their little playhouse right there, they enjoying it. They in it, under it, up on top of it all the time. But all the babies are doing good. And there's some inside there, they just get everywhere. Here's one there. A couple back there that get up under that chute. And this is Millie, our bottle baby. And she's not hungry, she just hollers every time she sees you. The goats are doing good. I guess most of the adult goats were up next to the road grazing. So come inside, I want to show you something else I did. What I did here, I set up a little creek feeder for the goats. The babies can get in right there through that panel. You see right there, they can get in and out. I've got the other gate shut off. Big goats don't need to be in here. We've got plenty of, it's warmed up. They've got plenty of a cover when they get in the shed out there. But I've got two of these little feeders right here set up. So these babies, they can get in here and they can eat all they want. Keep feed in there, and then when it comes time to wean them about the end of this month, it'll make it a whole lot easier. Now, what I have in here is turn this bag around here. Purina grower. So they're getting all they need to eat, and it really makes a difference. It costs a little money to feed them, but when it comes time to sell them at market, that's where you recoup your money that you put in them at this stage. All right, while we're here, let's look at all of them. Are the chickens producing today? Are they working? Here's two, another one, and another one. Got 4 eggs there. And we got a broody hen right here. She's not setting any eggs, but I just let her sit and she'll come off the nest before long. But we get 4 or 5 eggs a day, and that's more than enough for my family, my son's family, and everybody else. So, all right, well, that's all we're gonna do right now. Tomorrow, let me tell you, we're gonna get up early in the morning, not early, but we're gonna leave here about 9. We're going about an hour away. We're going to Fox Pipe Farm in Lawrence, South Carolina. The fellow there, he cuts some Sericea Lespedeza hay. And I started last year, went and got a few bales. We're gonna ride down there and pick up about 20 bales. Not a whole lot to go that far away, but stuff's pretty expensive. But it is, all I've read and heard and talked to people, is really good to help control the worms, the barber pole worms, and any of them. So anything I can do to help my flock, my goats here, with the worm situation, I'm gonna do it. Cause I'm just gonna feed, we'll feed like a bale and a half a month. Just throw them a little bit, you know, once a week or whatever. And hopefully Reed will be there. We'll pick this up, and he's real knowledgeable on this and the benefits. And we'll see if we can't get him to tell you about it. All right, later. Well, good morning, everybody. Tuesday morning, fixing to head down to Fox Pipe Farm to pick up a little Sericea Lespedeza hay. Had a little shower, rolled through a little earlier. Supposed to be out of here at about 3 o'clock. So hopefully we can get down there and back with no rain. We're taking a Sequoia. The air is not working good in my truck. Got the little trailer hooked up behind it. And got my co-pilot over there. Say hello.
Hi.
So we're headed to Lawrence, South Carolina.
Woo-woo.
See you shortly.
Hello, I'm Reed Edwards, and we're at Fox Pipe Farm today. I grow and raise Sericea Lespedeza hay along with alfalfa novel fescue mix. But the Sericea Lespedeza has averaged about 20-21% protein over the last several years, 70% TDN, high quality legume forage, but it also has barber pole worm control and coccidia control for the small ruminants, sheep, goats, llamas, alpacas, and a few others as well. So super palatability for any livestock, but it certainly has those specific benefits on the small ruminants.
All right, Ray, appreciate it. If somebody wants to get in touch with you, how they go about doing that?
My phone number is 864-871-2575, or my page on Facebook is Fox Pipe Farm.
All right, remember, Reed Edwards, Fox Pipe Farm. Thank you, Reed.
Sure thing.
All right, well, there you go. Got 20 bales in here and got them stacked. Got some cardboard on top of them to keep the cats from messing with them. And I'm going to tell you what, those are some tight, heavy bales. Those bales are at least twice as heavy as these are. They are tight, and they are some good hay. I'm going to tell you that right now. Let's get about a half a bale and put the feeder around here and see if the goats like it. Well, there you have it. They are wearing it out. Here they've got plenty of grass out here in this pasture. But they are liking that Lespedeza. And it is good for them. Like I said, anything I can do to help with the barber pole worms, everything else, I'm going to do it. All right. Well, good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday. And if you've been watching my videos, you know we always do a garden update on Thursday. So it's been exactly a week since we did our last one. So let's take a look at it right quick. We'll start right here. I want you to look at these beans. These Blue Lake bush beans, I mean, they are awesome. They are really coming. We ought to be ate up with beans this year. Really doing well. Now if you look right here in our green stalk, we look at it every week. Bottom two tiers are planted with bush beans also. Same thing, same variety. Plant them at the same time. They're doing okay. Not as good as the one in the ground. The stems or vines are not as thick, and they haven't got as deep a green color as others. But they're doing fair. Flowers, awful pretty. The beans doing great. Let's look at tomatoes here. These are our big beef tomatoes. As you can see, we have tomatoes. It seems like every year these big beef start off with a boom, and as the vines get bigger, the size and the quality gets lower. So we're going to watch. Maybe last year I planted the big beef. But they're doing good. We got another little row of beans in front here we planted about 2 weeks ago. But man, I just can't get over these beans right here. Good gracious. Then I squashed the zucchini. You saw our zucchini last week. Huge. And we got our two Rise and Shine vertical squash here. There's still plenty coming on in there. But just a few minutes ago, I picked that right there. Now we've already picked several off of the vines. Just a minute ago, I got 9 yellow squash and 1 zucchini. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all those squash. Make a friend, I guess. Carrots coming up. Potatoes, doing good. Cucumbers, straight 8 cucumbers doing good. Or 2 jalapenos. These are our Mountain Fresh tomatoes. They are really doing well. They're loading up with tomatoes. You can't see them down inside there, but they're doing really good. Our beans out here are doing good. If nothing happens, we're going to have plenty of beans. Now we've been getting a good bit of rain. When we got the hay up on Saturday, it was dry all day. Got up Sunday morning, it was raining. And this rained every day. Today is Thursday. It's rained just a little bit every day, and the weather's been cooler. It's been in the mid 80s as a high. So we've had some really good growing weather. Rain's supposed to get out of here. They're talking about maybe a shower coming through this afternoon. Then rain get out for a couple of days and come back on Sunday. But it has really been good for growing. Look at that corn. Some of that corn as tall as I am. Doing well. Okra's doing good. I don't know why. Right here in the front, I've got what, 2, 4, 6 plants. They're short for some reason. The rest of them are doing well. Then we get back here where we planted our back half. As you see, they're coming on. They're doing good. There's our tomatoes from this side and beans. And the ongoing saga of our potatoes. It's just a wait and see. Peppers over there doing good. I'm fixed to get in here on the inside, go in the hub, and start a couple more squash. Trying to do better this year instead of planting all of them at one time, kind of stage them. So I'm going to start a couple more zucchini and a couple more of a rise and shine. So we'll have some more young ones ready to go. So that is the garden update for this week. And man, I just still can't get over those beans. I've never had any grow like that. This weather these last couple of weeks has been great for growing them. So won't be long, we'll be harvesting. Stay tuned. Well, once again, it's been a good last few days. Got some hay in the barn, got the cows moving some fresh grass, and the garden's doing really well. We try to do a little bit every day around here, and that's what you got to do to keep up with things. So that's where we're going to end it for now. Until next time, hope you have a great week.